What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Driving Professor. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your host, Rashid White. Now, about myself, I'm a professional driver. I've been driving tractor trailers and buses for about 23 and a half years, and I'm here to teach you defensive driving strategies that will save you time, money, personal injury, and most importantly, your life. All right, so today's video is going to be the part 2 series of how to avoid hitting pedestrians, and we're going to be in the car, as you can see that I'm actually currently driving right now. And instead of actually using the dash cam, we're going to be using my smartphone here because I think we get more pristine video, pristine audio, especially with these, it's raining out here currently, and it's better than the dash cam right now because then the sound is all muffled and everything. So we're going to flip the camera around, and this is a rush hour now. This is like 8:03 in the morning here that we're doing this, and there should be a lot of people walking around here. I don't feel like going down to Zombie Land where you got a whole bunch of junkies walking around there, like literal zombies. We'll do that probably in a part 3 or something like that, or a video of maybe the worst areas in the Bronx, New York. So currently I'm in the Bronx, New York right now. We're going to get to the video here. Let's flip the camera around. Probably should put this in landscape mode. All right. All right, so let's scroll up over here. All right. So basically what you want to do is actually have both hands on the wheel, especially in high pedestrian areas. This way, this actually gives you better control of the car. You know, right now we're just doing a demonstration here. So, and I'm used to, I do this 10, 11, 12, sometimes 13 hours a day. And I'm used to actually being able to identify people. So we got, again, we're going to read the person's body language over here. And I got to watch for cops here, man, because I'm not even supposed to be holding this phone and driving at the same time over here. You know, especially here in New York. They frown upon that. All right. All right, so even though I'm in a stop position, I still want to kind of move my head around. I want to move my head and check to see if there's people walking or running. Now, especially around here, people are running. There's a train up there. People are actually running for the train, running for buses. This is New York City, probably other cities around the country. People are always in a rush. So we want to keep constantly moving our head back and forth, scanning. There's bicyclists. Sometimes they can actually cross the crosswalk. So we look, everything is all clear, and we're good to go. It takes a couple of seconds to actually do that. So you see right now there's people crossing the street against the green light. Light is green for me, but that doesn't mean anything. We still actually have to watch out for them. They hold you to a higher standard in terms of driving because you have to go through a specific amount of training to actually get your license, and they're going to hold you to a higher standard, where I guess if people are crossing the street, there is no test or anything like that, So even though the light's green, you're going to see sometimes people are going to cross the street regardless, and especially when you have bicyclists, mopeds, they're still going to actually break the laws and not actually stop. So and again, I get the big picture. I'm looking 12 to 15 seconds ahead. There's a person standing on the corner right there. We gotta make sure she's actually, there's eye contact, there's communication. Another lady right there on the corner. Oops, sorry about that. All right. So this lady's standing right over there. Okay, this person's probably gonna cross against the light. See? Gotta slow down, get the big picture. Especially in the rain. This is why I kind of wanted to do this, because people, they have umbrellas. They're not really paying attention. They're looking down. you know, and sometimes they don't actually have their awareness over there. So another thing is also keep your headlights on. If you have daytime running lights, you should definitely be good. But if not, you have an older car, try to keep your headlights on, because the first thing that people actually sees is your headlights. It's the reason why trains, like you'll see a train out there, it could be broad daylight out and they're isolated, they still have their headlights on, because that's the first thing you actually sees is the headlights there. I mean, carrying on. Again, we're getting the big picture. We're looking. We see a person that's crossing. Now, there's a crosswalk here. I want to cover my brakes. Now, I'm not saying I have to slow down dramatically, but I want to be prepared just in case somebody's actually going to cross against the light there. Same thing around the corners. There's a truck obstructing me right there. Just want to make sure. No rush, especially when you're in a high pedestrian area. No rush, because if you rush and you hit something, then you're gonna have to be there 3 or 4 or 5 hours, rather than just taking a couple of seconds to slow down and make sure. So the speed limit around here is 25 miles an hour. I just drop it down to about 15 miles an hour. Again, I'm at a red light, and just moving my head back and forth, making sure that there's no pedestrians running across the street. There's no bicyclists. Same thing here. I'm getting a big picture. I'm checking the sidewalks. I'm seeing if there's any kids. I took a quick glance to see if there's any kids. So there are kids out here. I just want to slow it down a little bit to make sure. Yeah, I'm looking far ahead. I'm looking far ahead. I'm looking 12 to 15 seconds ahead. All right, so the next demonstration we're going to do is turning, making like a right turn or a left turn. Maybe I should have went straight. All right. All right, so when I make a left turn, I want to make sure that that I make an L turn, like an L turn. I don't want to, this way I can actually see, if you look at this quarter panel here, I think that's what it's called, right over here. Sometimes that could be a barrier. Sometimes that could block a whole person, like a little child or something like that. So I want to take my turns at 3 to 5 miles an hour. I never actually want to rush into a turn. So let's make a left turn to do a proper demonstration. Now, here in New York, in these crosswalks, as you can see the sign right there, you have to yield to pedestrians. So we're gonna let him go. I don't think cops really enforce it. Sometimes they do when they're looking for revenue. Say, hey, it's time to make some money. Then we're going to actually start enforcing the pedestrian laws there. So I'm going to make a right turn on this street here. And again, I just don't want to actually. We're gonna look onto the sidewalks here first, and we're gonna see. We're gonna take our time, 3 to 5 miles an hour. We're gonna let them cross, and you see they're not really paying attention. These kids over here, they're not paying attention. They didn't even look when they cross the street. So you have to look for them in a sense, though. You gotta treat people out here like they're 3, 4, 5-year-old children. So same thing. I'm gonna make an L turn. So right here. Just take a quick stop. It's nice and slow, nice and slow. The light up there is red anyway, so there's no need for me to actually rush. All right, this guy doesn't know how to park. He should have came out a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna make another left turn. So again, I'm a you know, get the big picture. I want to see what's there. And all right, no pedestrians. It's not that hard. All right, so again, I'm at a red light here. Again, I'm looking ahead. I'm not playing with my phone or anything like that. I'm looking far ahead, and I'm seeing if there's any pedestrians. I'm seeing what the... All right, there's a fire truck there, but I had to move up. All right. All right, so we definitely have some kids there, and we're looking. All right, those kids are far away. Maybe by the time I turn, they might be crossing the street, so we have to be aware of that. So just look at all the pedestrians, That's what we're looking for, pedestrians. Most important. You hit another car, hey, a car can be fixed for the most part. You hit a pedestrian, man, that's emotionally and physically, those people can be damaged for life there in a sense, though. So again, I got a pedestrian crossing right in front of me, not crossing in the crosswalk. Again, we don't worry about that stuff. We want to kind of be professionals in a sense, though, no. All right, so this person right here is going into their car. Again, we have another pedestrian at the crosswalk there. We're gonna slow down. We're gonna let him go. All right, so there will be a part 3 to this. I promise you, I will get back. I will get into zombie land there. I will get into zombie land. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.